Chapter 2. Moses and the invention of I am. When Moses said, "I am that I am," he wasn't quoting God, he was programming reality. Every civilization begins with a sentence that explains why it deserves to exist. Moses' sentence was a code, a self-referential loop that closed every question of origin and authority inside the grammar of being itself. It was the first time language claimed divinity not by pointing upward, but inward. With those three words, I am that I am, consciousness crowned itself. Whether Moses heard a voice from the flame or from the depths of his own mind, the result was the same, the invention of an unanswerable name. One, from many names to one. Before Moses, the sacred was plural. Every force in nature had its deity, every valley its guardian, every storm its mood. This pluralism mirrored the chaos of survival, unstable, local, beautiful, and brutal. But scattered gods make scattered people. A nomadic tribe needed a single compass, a way to stay whole while moving through wilderness. Monotheism solved that problem, not by defeating the other gods, but by absorbing them. All thunder, all mercy, all mystery compressed into one unpronounceable syllable. Linguistically, that compression was a stroke of genius. Thus the first ungod was born, not carved in stone, but embedded in speech. 2. The grammar of authority. I am that I am is not a description. It is a declaration of self-existence. In linguistic terms, it's the simplest sentence possible. Subject, verb, object, all identical. That collapse of grammar mirrors a collapse of hierarchy. Nothing above, nothing below. Being itself becomes the throne. Once uttered, no prophet, king, or empire quoth st. Every later theology would struggle to fit within it. From that point forward, any human claiming divine sanction had to speak in the same tense. I am sent. I am chosen. I am that I am. Authority became performative. Whoever could speak with absolute self-certainty was the voice of God. Moses' grammar outlived his miracles. It made identity the medium of revelation. Modern psychology still someone says, I am enough. Sentence became the template folate for human affirmation, theft, and transformation of myth. Critics call the Mosaic story plagiarism, the flood from Babylon, the serpent from older deserts, the law from Hammurabi's code. But theft was the point. Moses' revelation was a remix of the world's myths, distilled into one audacious claim, that all gods speak the same truth when translated into justice. In that sense, I am wasn't new content, it was new as new structure, the unification of myth under the banner of moral coherence. This is how civilizations evolved their scriptures. They inherit chaos and edit it into order. Moses simply made the edit divine. He turned cultural consolidation into holiness. Claiming authorship on behalf of the Almighty, he ensured that no human editor could revise him, a political stroke disguised as piety. The brilliance of revelation was that it made censorship sacred. 4. The psychology of the name. Every human carries a secret fear, that existence is accidental. I am that I am answers that fear with grammatical certainty. Being becomes self-justified. No reason needed. For a people enslaved and nameless, this was liberation through syntax. The slave who hears that the essence of the universe speaks in first-person singular begins to imagine freedom. identity becomes holy ground. Neurologically, identity itself requires narrative closure, a sense of A. The divine I am may have been the first time a culture externalized that internal necessity. God became the prototype self, the cosmic example of coherence. To know Him was to practice being whole. Every prayer thereafter was a rehearsal for personhood. 5. The infinite and the intimate. The beauty of the name is its double movement, outward toward infinity, inward toward intimacy. I am is the shortest possible distance between human and divine. It scales from cosmos to conscience without changing form. The same verb that sustains galaxies also sustains breath. That symmetry seduces the mind into reverence. It feels true because it mirrors the structure of awareness itself. Quantum physics now speaks a similar language, fields collapsing into particles, observation birthing existence. Whether one believes or not, the pattern holds, being to acknowledgement. Moses' revelation anticipated that truth by millennia. He wrote the first sentence in which consciousness rests itself as creator. What began as theology ends as ontology. Moses' genius was not only spiritual, but linguistic. He realized that if you want to bind eternity to a people, you build temples. You build sentences. Temples crumble. Syntax endures. From desert sand he raised no city, but a civilization of meaning that still stands. I am that I am remains the most dangerous idea ever uttered, that existence needs no permission.